Hello, my name is Kazakhstan, and once again we're talking about politics in Kazakhstan and Central Asia. But before that, please subscribe to my channel for new updates. Today we're going to talk about the ongoing dynamics in Kazakhstan politics, but specifically on the anti-corruption campaign and the recent arrests on the high level in Kazakhstan. So, as you know, the tragic January event is still under the investigation. Who was really behind that and who are the main affiliates and actors of the coup attempt. So in this respect, what we see is that powerful head of the National Security Service, Mr. Masimov, is in the custody and he is charged for the treason. Government has prolonged his arrest for 2 months, and we see that his main deputies are under arrest as well. So it's still not clear because it's under the top secret and classified format, and we're still waiting for the further information on the investigation process. A very important aspect that covers the anti-corruption campaign in Kazakhstan is that just recently Minister of National Economy has stated very drastically that during the 30 years of the last 30 years in Kazakhstan, almost $100 billion were taken into the offshore. So it's a very big amount of money, and certainly we don't know the full story, but it means that the process is going to take a long time, and we might see the powerful people, the the heavyweights in Kazakhstan politics, to be taken to the custody at the same time, but still the process on the sideline is still going on. Very important, just for the last 2 months, one of the biggest topic within the anti-corruption campaign was the issue of a national company, or a private company actually, called as Operator ROP, which the company is focusing on the recycling fees of the cars, and big amount of money were operated by that company. So it's very interesting how a private company was operating on the state level the recycling fees of the cars. So that's also a big sum of money amounting to the $1 billion, and there is certain affiliation with the members of the families of the first president, and still it's a back and forth, and the special committee and the anti-corruption agency is going to inform us what are the next steps. In this respect, it's very interesting to see how just recently, maybe not as on the high profile, but there were some members of the ruling party, prominent bloggers and prominent opinion leaders who were closely affiliated with the ruling elites, who were taken to the custody as well, just recently. And one of the kind of charges is that being part of the tragic January event, and one of this maybe allegations that they were taking part to kind of reshape a new narrative to gain a support for specific members of elites, and we still don't know who are the main actors, who are the main players in this respect. But what we know is that one of the very much powerful members of the first president's family, the powerful nephew Kairat, was taken into custody for the charge so-called as crimes undermining the state security. It's still not very clear what does it mean. I mean, what are the real charges? But one of this allegations that he was a member and this main shareholder of the national telecommunication company called Kazakhtelecom, and that company he had a share of like 28%. And one of this, according to one allegation, is that his company was also conducting offshore activities in a different state. So, but there is another allegation of whether he had some kind of another role in the tragic January or not. So it's still being under the scrutiny of the public, civil society, anti-corruption agency, etc. So it's a kind of a big cleansing process, the anti-corruption campaign that has been launched by the President Tokayev. But still, there is a big question: what next? So it seems that 2020, this year, is going to be an eye-opening experience for all people in Kazakhstan, and hopefully it will show the real state of affairs in national economy, at the same time in political sphere. So in the time of this political modernization within this new Kazakhstan narrative, there is a big chance we might see a window of opportunity to change the state affairs and the dynamics that Kazakhstan has been experiencing for 30 years. But at the same time, it also depends on implementation. And I think it's very important for civil societies and other stakeholders to play a very much important role in monitoring and evaluating this process of anti-corruption and the political reforms. Thank you once again, and please subscribe to the channel for new updates on the politics of Kazakhstan and Central Asia.